Pompeii was an ancient Roman city. It was a prosperous port where 10 to 20,000 people resided. Within the city, there was a substantial forum which was surrounded by columns. It also contained restaurants, bakeries, and amphitheaters. Commonly, small earthquakes occurred. Because of this, people did not worry in AD 79 when disaster struck. After a series of small earthquakes, nearby Mount Vesuvius erupted. The blast caused Pompeii, the great Roman city, to amazingly be buried in ash and disappear in one day. Mount Vesuvius was a mountain which was about 5 miles away from Pompeii. Inside the mountain lay an active volcano people were unaware of until one summer day in August. First, several small earthquakes occurred. Because earthquakes were not uncommon there, people didn't think anything of it. Astonishingly, the mountain exploded with such force it shot ash and rocks more than 10 miles into the sky and could be seen hundreds of miles away. People described the blast to look like an enormous black pine tree rising up out of the mountain. Around midnight, a flow of flaming hot ash, smoke, and poisonous gases spewed down the mountain at about 100 miles an hour and completely demolished everything in its path. The mountain remains active. None of Mount Vesuvius's eruptions have been as catastrophic as the AD 79 blast. Shortly after the eruption, people seeked to find Pompeii. They were unsuccessful. Because it was on the coastline and Mount Vesuvius deposited so much ash and rocks, a new coastline was created, which caused Pompeii to be more inland. Since the city was buried so quickly, it was perfectly preserved. It took over 2 centuries to chip away the hardened ash. Within the hardened ash, they discovered beautiful artwork, pottery, elaborate jewelry, and more. All the artifacts that were discovered were taken to a museum in Naples. Archaeologists even found preserved jars of fruit and bread. But the most interesting thing they found were holes in the ground made by the decaying bodies of the victims. They carefully poured plaster into these holes and made incredibly detailed statues of people who were in Pompeii at the time. Pompeii's burial remains an interesting discovery to this day.